Yo, what is going on, guys? Juan here. We're on the way right now to pick up some rear RSX seats. We found some for a steal on Facebook Marketplace. I'm meeting up with the guy right now, and if everything works out good, which hopefully it does, I will show you guys the seats when we get them, because the seats that we have on them right now, when I show you guys, they're in pretty bad condition. Well, they're not too horrible, but one of the brackets for the seats doesn't actually wouldn't work, and then the bottom seat, where the center console or center thing is at, is broken. So I found some seats for 80 bucks. I'm gonna see if I can get it lower, and if I can get it lower, I'll let you guys know. So I'll flip you guys around and I'll show you the ad that I found for this for these seats. Here you guys go. This guy has a lot of RSX black interior parts, but these are the seats. Look, hopefully they are this mint when we get there, and he does have the brackets and everything to go with it. And you can see right here, he wants them for right there, 80 bucks with brackets. So if he could get it lower, that's a plus. What is going on, guys? So we did pick up the seats. We got the seats. I'm about to turn the camera around so you guys can see it. I did forget to record when we did pick them up, but I'm about to show you guys the difference. And I did end up picking them up for 80 bucks. The dude didn't want to budge, and then I did realize that I didn't have seatbelt buckles, so I did end up getting those as well. He wanted 40. I was like, damn. And I was like, yo, I'll give you 100 for everything with the seatbelt buckles and the seats. So I did end up getting each seatbelt buckle for each seatbelt buckle for 100 bucks. So I'm about to turn you guys around, and you guys are gonna see the seats. My girlfriend, Tiffany, you guys know her. She's a little camera shy, but I'm gonna record a time lapse of her putting on the seats while I'm working on the Integra. I'm about to show you guys what I'm gonna be working on the Integra while she's doing the seats, but I'm about to show you guys the seats, how they look. All right, guys, we're gonna start off with the old seats first. The reason why I want to get rid of these is because you guys can see, man, they're all beat up. They got holes over there. It's missing the center console, not the center console, but where the pocket or where the cup goes. More holes right there, up there, and they just look more beat, man. So another hole right here. It's missing the little bracket thing, and then it has this little thing onto here. So yeah, these seats were just not it. And if you guys want to see the interior, it's a little dirty. She's about to clean that up right now. But look at these seats, man. I can't have those back seats when these look mint. So you guys ready to see the new seats? Look at these. All right, look at those. And I feel like it was a steal for me to pick these up, man. So I could not have not picked them up, because look at the difference. This guy is like he never had no one in the back seat. So it's so much worth it, because this car, Project RSX, is gonna come along. This is what I do, man. I like making my cars look really nice, interior, exterior. So I'm glad I'm gonna show you guys the progress of all the cars from here on out, because we do have projects going on every day, every weekend. So yeah, look at the difference. We got the seatbelt buckles. He even wrote right and left, and he gave me the hardware too, which I didn't have at all. So big plus to that guy, and you know, shout out him. But yeah, I'm about to show you guys what I'm gonna be working on the Integra now. All right, guys, so I told you guys we were gonna be working on the Integra today. My plans for today are to take apart the Vtec Solenoid, which is this one right here where the Corona cap is at. We got 3 bolts, these 3 right here. I think they're 10mm bolts. I'm gonna disconnect these sensors, this one right here as well, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it. Just those 2 sensors, and then I'm gonna pull the Vtec solenoid out. Hopefully it doesn't leak oil, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna clean it. The way I'm gonna clean it is I'm gonna take a brake cleaner, and I'm gonna clean it up with brake cleaner, and I will also maybe take this sensor off and these 3 top bolts as well. So that way, when I brake clean, I'm gonna just brake clean everything. And I also did order a new gasket that goes over here. I didn't order the gasket that goes in here, nor the one that goes up here. So if that does end up leaking in the future, I will replace those. Right now, I'm only worried about the gasket in here because I didn't think and didn't know that these took gaskets as well. I should have known, but I just didn't do my research correctly. So I'll get back to you guys when I remove these sensors, and I'll show you guys how the Vtec solenoid looks, and I'm gonna show you guys if it's dirty or not. And that's not all. If we have time today, I also want to install the traction bar that goes on each side. I do have the traction bar. I just need to install the arms because right now this clutch is a little grabby. So when you try to take off, it jerks a little bit. So maybe with those bars attached, it's gonna be more stiff and it's not gonna jerk as much. So I'll get back to you guys once I remove these 3 bolts, pull the Vtec solenoid. Hopefully it's not stuck in there. And yeah, I'll show you guys when I'm done with that. All right, guys, excuse the little mess. This is my little workbench area. So if you guys can see right here, there is a little bit of metal shavings, which my gloves ripped, which I did look it up, and it is perfectly normal if the head has been rebuilt and they never removed the Vtec solenoid. So that way, for when they were rebuilding it, so it is normal. And good thing we have that net so that caught a little bit of everything. You can see it in there as well. So I did order a new one of these gaskets, which is good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove these top 3 bolts, and then I'm gonna remove the sensor, so that way I can brake clean it really good. And hopefully this gasket in here is good because I didn't order one of those. And then this little O-ring hopefully is good as well. But yeah, look, guys. So I'll show you guys when it's apart, and then I'll show you guys putting on the new gasket, which is always good to buy, you know. I bought an OEM one, which I'll show you the part number, so that way, in case you guys are interested, you guys can order it. And then I also did struggle. So this is sits like this. I did struggle to take this bolt off a little bit, but you do need a long extension so that way you can reach it, because there's a lot of stuff in the way. But I'll show you that when I'm putting it back together. I'll have my brother record. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this thing, the sensor, with an adjustable wrench, and then I'll remove these top 3 bolts. I'll have this thing naked, and then I'll brake clean it, and I'll try to record that so you guys can see me brake cleaning it. So we got everything out, as you guys can see over here. Like I said, I have a mess. We got the gasket off. You just need a little pick, and just pick one of these corners and it'll come right off. This sensor though, since it was already off the car, I don't want to vice grip it because, you know, I don't want to damage this. So what I ended up doing, I got a 22mm socket. Didn't put it all the way in because, you know, I don't want to break the sensor, so I put it as much as I could, and then it came off. And then these 2, they were a little hard as well. They go like this. Boom, I used the little ratchet, electric ratchet, and it came right off. So now what we're gonna do in order to clean it, you're gonna get your parts cleaner, and we're just gonna come over here. We're gonna burn the grass a little bit. So we're just gonna go to town with it, you know. Damn, got it a little on myself. Just clean it everywhere. I don't know if I want to put some on the gasket on top. Fuck it. I'll just put some there, and there, and there. Make sure this seal is clean. And the cool thing about brake cleaners is that it dries so quick. This thing dries up in seconds or minutes, you could say. And it's cold right now as well. Feels cold, but I can see the difference already. It looks a little bit cleaner inside. So hopefully that helps the Vtec solenoid. Brake parts clean. Looks pretty good. Don't want to drop it because then all that cleaning was for nothing. And that should be it. Okay guys, everything is back together now. This is the part number. It's a little windy. If you guys are interested in ordering yourself a OEM gasket with the netting, you can see the difference You can see how clean it looks now from inside and where the netting used to be. I hope you guys were able to see. Still has a little bit of oil and probably brake cleaner. But yeah, everything's back together. I still haven't tightened these all the way, neither this one, but I will do it once it's in the car, because it's harder when it's off the cart because you can't really hold it. But I did tighten these a little bit with the impact, and then this one with the bigger impact. I didn't do it as hard just so I don't break anything, which everything looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go install this back in the car, and I will get back to you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so everything is in. We got the top 3 bolts tightened up now that the Vtec solenoid is bolted on from the 3 bolts holding it up right here. Here's the extension that I was talking about. So look, so to get to this bolt, it is a little harder. So what I did is I went under these wires, pushed the hose down. Now I was just able to get a socket in there. Now I was able to do it. So that's the way I did it. If you guys have another way, let me know. Or if you guys do figure out another way, that's cool. If you guys are like me and you know not everything goes to plan, when we were undoing this freaking sensor broke. So I did just splice it up right now, and I will connect them. And I know there's a better way of doing it, but I'm gonna just do it with electrical tape at the moment. There it goes. And not only that, but this sensor was already broken, so if I do end up finding another wiring harness, I'll probably just will cut it out and get a new sensor. But also the top piece right here broke. Like, of course, you know, not everything goes our way, but it was already broken. So I mean, this thing was about to go. So I'm gonna just connect them together with electrical tape, and I think I have an idea on how I could connect this together. And when I do figure it out, I will show you guys. So that way, in case anything like this happens to you or with any other sensor, you guys could just have him on connected without any worry that it's gonna come off. So once I get this connected with electrical tape, I will show you guys what I ended up doing. All right, guys, so we've got it all cleared out. My girl had to put tape because we'll show you the back seats were really bad, and it's because there's some residue right here, so we didn't want to mess those up. So she decided to put some tape on there. In case you guys are wondering, this is our first time working on an RSX, and we thought that the seatbelts went right here until we were looking more further, and they end up going right here. So the seatbelt go right here, and it makes sense. And now we're gonna do a time lapse of how, not a time lapse. We're gonna do a time lapse of how the seats are gonna be installed, or how they're getting installed actually. All right, so there you go. We're gonna put you guys on a time. So guys, this is what I was talking about. You see how gunky and nasty that shit looks? My bad. That looks. Look at these. These are just pristine, man. So that's why we want to take care of them, and we put tape. I know it's kind of like Mickey Mouse, you know what I'm saying, pero it's gonna do the trick. So we'll get back to you when these are installed. Well, guys, rear seats are in. They're installed, and they look so good, man. This interior has came a long way. We did have, you know, to be honest with you guys, bit of a like weird looking seat. You can see right here. Over there, you can see it. I tried to adjust the bracket so many times, but I don't really know what it is. But the seats are in. We're just gonna leave it like that for now. Plus, it's getting a little dark. But yeah, I'm happy how they're turning out. This interior went from a 0 to a 20 real quick. So yeah, look, we'll have the Teggy up there as well. I had a coolant leak. I'll show you guys right now as well, because I think this is all going to be in one video, working on the Teggy and doing that at the same time. So I was under here. I lost hella coolant. But I have a line right here that goes into the intake manifold. And the problem was, I had this little fitting right here, but this thing was not tightening no more, or loosening. So I did end up getting one of these clamps, a bigger one, because this one was way too small. And every time I try to put it on, man, it would not work. So a good thing I did end up finding a bigger one, and I was able to do it. So I was working on that right now. I didn't even get a chance to do the traction bar, which I might do it tomorrow because it's already getting dark, and You know, your boy is a little hungry, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I think I'm gonna continue this video. If I don't, well, peace out, guys. Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching and supporting. Please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. But if I do continue, I will let you guys know. Peace.